Hello, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a admin panel, and as you can see I already made my own in the bottom left. Now this is up to preference, so you're able to set it up how I did in the right here, but you can change the style. But basically all it is in a screen GUI I have the mainframe. In here I have a player text box, a reason text box in the title, and then I have a commands frame, and in here I just have a button for each of the commands. Now I'm going to be doing kill, kick, ban, and freeze. Pretty simple, but yeah, let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is inside of the frame, or just wherever, you can go ahead and create a local script. Now I'm just going to call this the client, but you can change this to whatever you want. In here, let's first get players, so local players is equal to game, get service players. And we're also going to have to get replicated storage. You'll see why in a bit. So local replicated storage is equal to game, get service, replicated storage. Now let's go ahead and get the local player. So local player is equal to players.local player. And finally, we're going to have a table for all of the IDs of the admins that you want. So local admin IDs is equal to a table. Now in here, you want to go ahead and put your user ID. And if you want to have multiple, just put comma and then whatever else ID you have. Now first of all, let's go ahead and check if the player is actually an admin or not. So if table.find admin IDs for the player.user ID, then, or if not, so if it's not an admin, then all we have to do is script.parent.parent destroy. And this just destroys the screen GUI, pretty simple, but now we're able to move on. So now let's also get a variable for the commands frame, so local commands is equal to script.parent.commands. And now let's go ahead and set up a function for each individual button. So first let's do the kill. So commands.kill, and then mouse button one click, connect function. And let's just copy and paste this 4 times. So 1 or 2, 3, 4. And let's just get all of these. So kick, and then ban. Now we also want to make a remote, so we're able to send this information to the table. So in replicated storage, go ahead and make a remote event, and I'm just going to call this admin. That's also why we called replicated storage earlier, so let's get a variable for our new remote. So local admin remote is equal to replicated storage.admin. Now in here, we just want to say admin remote fire server. Now it's already going to say our player, so we don't have to put that. It's just some safety issue with mouse button one clicks, I don't really know. But we want to send over the command, so I'll put kill. We want to put the target, so let's also get a variable for the text boxes. So local player text box, or just player text, is equal to script.parent.player. And then again, local reason text is equal to script.parent.reason. There we go. Now here, let's just say the player text dot text. Now we want to do the reason text.text, and let's just go ahead and copy and paste this for all 4. Now for kill and freeze, you don't really need a reason, so we can get rid of that. And then let's just put freeze here, kick, and then finally ban. And for kick and ban, this is optional, having a reason, but I prefer it. I don't know, it's up to you. Now that we have the client finished, let's go ahead and in server script service, let's make a script, and I'm just going to call this server, or this could be an add-on to your script. Now in here, we're going to get some pretty similar variables, so let's actually go back to the client. Let's just copy and paste all of the variables. Now we're not going to need any of the, the UI stuff, so we can just get rid of that. And we're also not going to have the individual player, because this is the server, so we can't even get that. Now let's go ahead and just say the admin remote on server event, and we'll connect this to a function, and we're going to be getting the player, the command, the target, and the reason. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to actually make sure that this player is actually an admin, because exploiters are able to send it even if they aren't. So let's go ahead and do that. So if table.find, we're going to go admin IDs and then the player.user ID. Then now we know this is actually an admin. Now let's go ahead and get the target player. So first let's make a variable, target player is equal to nothing. Now if you want the target to not be case sensitive, which I recommend doing, just do what I do. So the first thing we need to do is loop through every player. So for underscore player in players get players do. If player or string dot lower the player dot name is equal to string dot lower target, then the target player is equal to, the actual player. There we go. So out of this, now let's go ahead and make sure that the target player actually exists. So if target player and the target player dot character, then now we're able to go through the command. So if command is equal to kill, pretty simple, we just have to say target player dot character dot humanoid dot health is equal to 0. I'm gonna add a space there. Here we can just say else if command is equal to, let's say, freeze. Now I'm gonna have this as a toggle, so all you have to do for a toggle is target player dot character. Now if your game is R6, it needs to be dot torso, and if you're R15, then it's just upper torso, which is what I am. So upper torso dot anchored, and let's copy this, is equal to not, and then paste that in. So basically, if it's true, it makes it false, and if it's false, makes it true. Pretty self-explanatory. Now let's go ahead and do the kick. So else if command is equal to kick. Pretty simple too. We just have to say the target player colon kick for the reason. And finally, let's do the ban. Now this one is a little harder, but for now, let's go ahead and just copy and paste this, and just instead put ban. But basically, this involves saving your data, and it's going to be a bool value, which is true or false of are you banned or not. And if it is, just kick you automatically. So up here, let's go ahead and say players.player added colon connect function with the player. And I'm going to be making two variables, which is the isBan and then the reason. And that part is optional, but you need the isBan. So local isBanned is equal to instance.new. This is going to be a bool value. Now the isBan.parent is equal to the player, and then isBan.name is equal to isBanned. IsBanned. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and just copy and paste this. Now this one's the reason, so reason, and let's just put that for all of this. And this needs to be a string value. So now down here we're able to say if isBanned, then, or if isBanned dot value, then all we have to do is player colon kick for the reason. Pretty simple. And down here where you do the ban is we just need to say the player dot isBanned dot value is equal to true, and then the player dot reason dot value is equal to reason. There we go. And that's pretty much it for these 4 commands. If you have any questions or if you have any other command ideas, just leave a comment and I'm able to help you with that. For the data saving, it's probably going to be a different tutorial. I'll probably post that tomorrow. I don't know. And if you want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.